Hello, I'm going to show you a short video on recording on Anchor. After you've downloaded the Anchor app, you will see this screen. And this is where we begin our process, and you push that button. And then this screen comes up. Pushing the record button right here will allow you to record your audio. My audio is now being recorded. And then I push stop. Then it allows me the option to add background music. Now, if you want to, and you have an account on Spotify, you are able to access music off of Spotify to use as your background music. If you'd either not want to link your Spotify account or don't have a Spotify account, you can just use the background music they have available. And you can see there's a long list of various songs that would play in the background. For instance, if you're having a funky Puritan podcast, this music would be very appropriate. Then you push the little plus sign, and it adds your background music. And then you push save in the corner, and you give that section a title. So we'll say Crucible 1. Like so. And then we push add recording to play to episode. And after it publishes, then you can go on to the next step. Now, after you've written your script, you will have all the information laid out that you need, all the things you're going to say, right? And you're going to lay out all of your background music, right? And there are also other things as this is processing. If I push the tools button again, and I swipe over to the side, I can have interludes. Interludes are little songs that are played between your segments of your podcast. And they go in different categories. For instance, they have one on beats, which is, that's another little funky one. And these are all just 5 to 10 second little snippets of music. They also have things like a calm section and cheerful section and curious section and dramatic. And to add that, any of these interludes, you just push the plus button and it adds it for you. You can also add sound effects. So if you go over here to sounds, we have a variety of chimes and things. We also have different type of sound effects. This would be creepy, right? And down to some kind of regular sound effects such as, or if you like goats a lot, yeah, and my punchline was ruined by my bad timing. Anyway, you get the point. Then you can add these in as well, right? And it lays it all out for you. So you can see we have our first section where we talked. We have a transition music type piece and then a sound effect. Now, using these tools and your own audio, you're going to create your own podcast, right? Once you're done and you've completed, so your whole podcast should be quite a few of these little tabs, right? These little sections of your podcast. Then you hit publish, which is up in the corner, and you can give it a title, and you can also give a short episode description of what's going to go on in that. And if you're going to have multiple episodes of your podcast, you could indicate that there, right? Then, so our title would be Crucible, but you can come up with your own better title. And this is also about the Crucible. And then you go publish now. Now, from here, you can put this onto Spotify. You can publish it for free on there, and it shows you how you can go about monetizing it and maybe earn some cash for all the people who are desperate to hear your Scarlet Letter podcast. Or you can hit share this episode, right? And there are various ways to do it, right? There's messaging, there's Facebook, and if you go down to more, you can go to email, right? And it has North Gmail, and then you put my email address in there. My class anyway, nkrueger at isd622.org. And you can see that there's a little link to your podcast there. So when you send it to me, then I will be able to access that and listen to it for you. So I hope that this short little tutorial on using Anchor is useful to you. If you have any questions, you can either ask me or Miss Neil. So